Alright, so this is an abandoned railroad crossing I found on Milnor Street in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is Milnor Street number 1. And as you can see, we have a remaining cantilever signal here after all this time. I just passed by it a little bit while ago and didn't know it existed and came back. So anyway, we have one lone old school cantilever here and 3 tracks. So here's the only remaining signal, and it has an all sorts of jacked up union metal base. As you can see, it's been hit on this side at least once. And then over here, this is open. You can see it's union metal. Cantilever was probably made by WRS. The remaining lights are just the mast lights, but they are the full set, believe it or not, of WRS 8-inch lights, although they are pretty much all of them damaged in some way. Right here, this one has no lens, visor, or background. This one right here has a cracked lens that's open, and then it has no background or visor. This one here is the best one. It's got an intact lens, it has an intact background that's only just a little bit damaged. It's really faded though, very nicely looking. But basically the only thing it's missing is its visor, which is fairly typical with abandoned crossings. And then here we have this one, which is the same as the first. It's missing background, visor, and lens. There's a rear view of the lights. Then we have, well, here's another look at the front real quick before I move on here. And we have a inverted 3-track sign, and there's the crossbuck, and then the overhead lights are gone. You can see the wire hanging out. Yeah, I just was driving on that side, and then I looked over and saw this hanging over, and then I see the crossbuck, and then I see the lights. So, yeah, I didn't know this was here. And then right here we have the tracks. There's 2 right here. That's looking north towards the SEPTA-Trenton line, which this is probably connected to, if I had to guess. Obviously, there's since been a highway built. And then that way is looking south into whatever industries this led to. There's some overhead lines there that kind of look like railroad ones, but I don't know if they are. They might have just been built like that so that they could go over the tracks. Right down there is the Delaware River, so I'd assume that this track ended down there. There's another look at the signal. I would guess this is a Conrail line. There's no dot tag as far as I can tell, and I doubt there's a dot number. But this was most of the other spurs and lines that come off of SEPTA's trackage or Conrails, it seems like. At least down here in the downtown area, sort of, in Philadelphia. Here's the 3rd track, which would have connected to the other 2 over there, and then that would have branched off over that way. But yeah, so this is a pretty cool find. This is an abandoned railroad crossing on Milnor Street number 1 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Thanks for watching. Over and out.